Hi, it's Patch. I'm here at the GoodLife Fitness Test Kitchen. Today, what we're going to do is get ready for a dinner party. Now, this isn't any ordinary dinner party. You've moved past the stage of pizza and beer, and we're going to give you a great meal for $15 a person that will have everyone blown away. They'll just go, wow, you made that? I can't believe it. So, Mike, tell us how we're going to do it.
Thanks, Patch. Okay, well, one of the major things when throwing a dinner party is people always get stuck in the kitchen and they don't see any of their guests, so a lot of people are kind of standoffish to do it in the first place. That's why they always end up going to restaurants. Yep. So I'm going to show you a couple really easy tips and techniques so that you can actually spend time with your guests but still have a phenomenal meal like this.
Right.
Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the menu. We got butternut squash soup.
How do you make that?
This is just fresh butternut squash that we've roasted off in the oven a little bit. Then we've put it in a pot, some homemade chicken stock, sage, salt, pepper.
Did you put the whole squash in the pot?
We just peeled the skin off, and at that point it's almost like a mash, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna go right in there. We've pureed that a little bit with just a blender.
Yep.
And we've topped it with some just crispy fried sage leaves. So I just took a little tiny frying pan, put a little coconut oil in there, and I just got those crispy.
Makes it look first class.
It looks great, and it adds a really good flavor too. Okay, moving on. So we've got, we took a basic chicken breast, and we've stuffed it. Made a little stuffing with goat cheese, mushrooms, spinach.
So they don't grow that way?
They don't grow that way.
I'm just kidding.
So we've cut a little pocket in our chicken breast. If this is your chicken breast, we cut a little pocket, put the stuffing in there. Alongside that, we've spent about 3 or 4 hours slow roasting some Roma tomatoes.
You must do that the day before, right?
We do this the day before, and a lot of this stuff is done the day before. Chicken has been prepped the day before,
okay.
Stuffed, seasoned, ready to go in the oven, as are the bacon wrapped asparagus bundles, and the Roma tomatoes went in before bed last night, woke up this morning, they're done.
So how do you make the stuffing?
The stuffing is, we sauteed some mushrooms, and then we put them in a little food processor with some fresh spinach, a little bit of goat cheese, salt and pepper, blitzed it so it's pretty fine, but there's still some chunks. You can still see some chunks of mushroom and stuff in there. And then we just put that stuffing in a piping bag.
That only takes like 5 minutes.
It takes like 5 minutes. Super simple, comes off looking really fancy, and it tastes great. You've got all this really delicious, moist stuff in there that's gonna keep your chicken from drying out.
It's not heavy.
There's really no time in the kitchen when you're serving this. Put everything in the oven, set a timer, go have a glass of wine, timer goes off, we transfer it over into our dishes, and we're eating a great meal, $15 a person, super healthy, really easy to put together.
No sugar, minimum fat, it's great, right?
Right, yeah, okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna actually get you to make an asparagus bundle, just show you just how easy it is. So you grab your stack, give it a little, exactly, give it a little pop on the counter so they're all in the same size.
Wrap these around it?
Yeah, so take your bacon, you take one and I'll take one. So we're just gonna lay it there. And I find it's a little bit easier if we just do it. You ever watch the sushi guys? And they kind of just like...
Hey, look, I beat you.
It's all about the finished product though, right?
Probably.
And then we're just gonna roll it like that. Okay, beautiful.
So I think they look the same.
They look great. So now we would just take these. So we're gonna do these the day before too. We're gonna take these, we put them on a baker's sheet, a little bit of parchment paper, 15 minutes before we wanna serve them.
In the oven.
Hot oven, 375 degrees, 15-20 minutes, they come out.
Heat it up before you put them in?
Preheat the oven, yeah. We always want to preheat an oven. We don't want to ever put anything into a cold oven.
Okay, so the only thing I need now is dessert.
Okay, so...
And I'm not baking, dude.
You're not baking. So how do we have dessert without baking, staying in line with our health and fitness needs, keep it affordable? Well, fruit's always a great option. Fruit can kind of become a little pedestrian sometimes, right? So how do we elevate it for a really nice dinner party?
Yeah, chocolate.
Here we go, baby.
Chocolate.
So what we've done here is we've just taken some seasonal fruit, diced it up, put it on a skewer, and we've just melted up some nice dark chocolate, like an 85%.
So you just buy these skewers at
the
supermarket?
You get them at the grocery store, and then we picked up some fruit, diced it up, skewered it, drizzled it with a bit of dark chocolate.
So you just melt the chocolate on the oven,
Right? Pot with a little bowl on top, it's called a double boiler, a little bit of water in there. Simple, just melt it. And again, these were done this morning.
Yeah.
So the only thing that we did for this dinner party was put stuff in the oven, transfer it into our bowls.
And since you're in charge of the cooking, you can scoop the bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like it, man. It's great.
Okay. So can you see yourself being able to pull off something like this rather than
I can see myself pulling off. I don't think anybody will believe I did it.
Well,
but you know, they need to learn. They need to learn how we can do this.
This is all very accessible food.
Everyone's going to impress people.
Absolutely.
So that's a great meal, and if you want, you can have a glass of wine with it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to toast you doing a great job.
Cheers, Patch.
Fantastic. That's the good life, guys.
Thanks for watching.